Hello, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So, this is why most of the times I hate confirmation entries, right? I've been on this chart since morning, and I've been on this chart analyzing where I want to execute a trade, only to lose that trade to a what? A confirmation entry. Now, this is where I wanted to execute my trade. Why? Because price needed to come all the way down to somewhere here because we are in a downtrend, right? But since this zone, it wasn't generating enough liquidity to push down. What do you think it's going to do? It's going to sweep the highs to create enough liquidity to shoot down, right? So in doing so, I should be placed at a what? A place that has a well functioned order block. You can see the supply from this zone. Very nice. So I knew price was going to reverse from this zone. I knew I should be selling from this zone, but I just wanted a confirmation entry so that I could execute a lot of trades. Price came all the way down, give me the second move right here. So this is my entry right there. Waiting for price to retrace a little bit back into the FVG, right? If I have a small retracement, then I can start in what more trades when we come out of the FVG, only to actually lose that trade because price is almost at what the TP, right? So obviously you can see that this was 1:8 and price has hit TP already, and I wasn't inside the trade. And this is just annoying because sometimes I don't really wait for confirmation entries and you end up losing the trade. Sometimes you wait for confirmation entries and you not also get the trade right, and you not also get the trade. That is why I say most of the times that trading, especially when it comes to liquidity concept, is just based on your own bias because you can choose to wait for confirmation entries, you can choose not to write. So currently, where do you think I'm going to sell from? Unless price manages to shoot up to this zone with a little bit low liquidity, right? If we can generate liquidity, something like this, back to this zone, then obviously I can sell back down. But apart from that, I'll not be able to execute a trade again. I'll have to wait for price to trigger the zone. And I wasn't looking forward for what sniper entries here. What I want to see is for price to at least calm down so that a lot of people will use this point right here as their interest of what sell zone, right? So that we can come above this support line right here and I can just start buying for the whole of next week. So yes, that is my analysis, and that is why I'm angry right now, right? But obviously, I'm looking forward for us buying the whole of next week. I'm looking for us buying, right? You can see where my target is. So you can see where my target is, right? So I'm looking forward for next week to move just from somewhere below here above the zone, then we just continue shooting up all the way up towards this zone right here. That is what I want next week to do. But currently, this trade actually pisses me off. To be honest, I'm not happy. I got into a couple of trades and I had to get out of those trades to just because price is not moving well enough. You can see this trade right here. Even though this hit TP, this did not. I had to get out. And again, I'm waiting for price to come back and pick a trade. Price never did, ended up going all the way down to almost 1:7, right? So this is just sometimes it's annoying, but you just have to take your time and understand that most of the times if you don't get a trade, just take your time. You soon get a trade. Today I don't have a lot of trades executed. Only I think two trades. Only on BTC. You see, BTC hasn't even picked my trade as well. As you can see, BTC also hasn't picked my trade. See how close it came to? That is my second trade. It did not pick it and it's dropping. So BTC, I want BTC to drop to this zone as well so that I could possibly do what? Find buys below this zone, pushing all the way up because I think gold is going to buy next week. So if gold is going to buy next week, that means dollar might actually reduce. And if dollar reduces, so obviously what I'm looking at is going to be what price pushing up on most pairs, right? Now, yes, I did have some BTC sell, I think a very long time. Yeah, so yes, I did have this sells for about a week now. I started trading this, I think that was last week, and I still holding this right here. So I'll be closing that one as well because I think A lot of pairs are going to shoot up. So obviously, you have to close that one as well. But yes, that is just what I'm having. You can see what is going on, right? I'm quite pissed. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. To be honest, I'm not okay.